Hi there, Scorpio. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecast, taking a look at twin flame or soulmate connection, specifically for those who are in separation or just going through a lot right now, challenges that you might be facing in your connection. So we'll be analyzing their true feelings for you. And the first thing we're going to take a look at here are lingering energies from your time together, Scorpio. All right, so whoever this person might represent for you, let's take a look and see what's going on there. All right, so general advice as always, please do keep that in mind throughout your reading. And, you know, don't try to make it fit if it doesn't make sense. Just take the parts of it that do resonate for you and release what doesn't. All right, guys, lingering energies from your time together for Scorpio. We've got two cards, signs, okay. All right, let's read this. Signs. Sometimes red flags are mixed in with love, emotions, passion, and desire. The trick is to know when it's time to switch directions and walk away. And of course, you will be the only one to know regarding your situation whether it is time to switch things up or to just sever ties and walk away. And then this one says we may run hot and cold at times. But when we're hot, we're hot. I mean, there's no doubting that the connection is pretty intense. Let me grab another here. So where are you currently at on this journey? Are things hot or cold? More than likely, if you're in separation, it's, you know, it's cooled off a bit. Somebody could also have a hot temper here. You know, flying off the handle, perhaps. But there's a lot of chemistry between the two of you. I just happened to glance at the bottom card. My world is so damn cold without you. Please come back. Okay, so that is clarifying for those of you who are not together. There is this desire that they have for you to return. Okay, so lingering energies, they perhaps might have created a scenario where you saw these red flags and might have separated from this person. And maybe you just had enough of the whole hot and cold thing where they were in your life 1 second and out the next, despite the chemistry. Okay, so they can't seem to either get used to the fact that you're no longer in their life, or they can't seem to accept it. That's something that they're struggling with, I feel. And that's what's lingering for this person. So let's go ahead and grab some tarot here and see what else we can find out for you, Scorpio. Angels and spirit guides, please. For Scorpio, lingering energies that we do see is that they could sometimes be conflicted as well. You know, are they ready to commit or are they not? In and out of your life. They can't deny the chemistry though, but I feel that they could have also tried to push it away. We've got the Three of Swords. Whatever happened between the two of you, it was painful. It was a painful breakup. You guys had some pretty challenging conversations, more than likely. You know, it might have something to do with other people though that were in the picture, whether it was third party or not. Other people were just trying to get in where they didn't need to be. You know, maybe you guys even went as far as telling other people to mind their own business. Could have been gossip, maybe. But for those in separation, this was a very difficult thing for you to go through. No doubt. Five of Pentacles. I mean, whenever we see fives in tarot, it's already telling you that something difficult or challenging has occurred or is currently happening. For some of you, this might be something that's happening right now or has just happened. It could be recent or it could have been a long time ago. But whoever is out of your life, Scorpio, they are struggling. They're really struggling to accept the fact that you're no longer in their life. Maybe they've tried to move on to other people, or there could have been infidelity for some of you. Okay, so it could have been a third party for some. That's not going to be everybody's story. But if you might have ended things because you either discovered they were cheating or talking to other people, it's almost like they're at this place where they feel so insecure that they can't even imagine themselves being with anybody else but you. It's like, I screwed something wonderful up. You know, left out in the cold. My world is so damn cold without you. Please come back. They are struggling. That's what I'm seeing. Seven of Cups. So they could have been careless with how they treated the partnership. Maybe they felt like you were going to be there forever no matter what happened. But having way too many options, too many fantasies, too many temptations outside of the connection is what ultimately separated the two of you. Four of Swords, yep. The Lovers, yeah. So they could have taken on a lover on the side. You know, it could have been infidelity for sure for some of you guys. Choices, choices. The Lovers card represents choices regarding matters of the heart. And the way it's presenting itself here, you know, having somebody in your life one second and out the next, you know, maybe it just put you in a place where you're like, I don't want this. You know, if you're talking to other people when we're not together, that's a no-no. Didn't work for you. It wouldn't work for anybody who's really looking for a true commitment from a partner. And I feel that this person dropped the ball somehow. Do they regret it? 1,000,000,000% they do. So by hurting you, they hurt themselves. Hurt people, unfortunately. So maybe this individual has to really figure out why they do what they do, and hopefully to be able to address those inner demons that they have so that they can finally break that pattern. This could be where you're at, Scorpio, just taking time to heal from something so painful. Now, for those of you who happen to be cross-watching, maybe it was a Scorpio that ended up hurting you in that way. So, you know, it depends. It depends on how it affected your life. But I do feel that it's coming through pretty strongly here that somebody had made some pretty bad choices when it came to the partnership or their love life, the way they conducted themselves. And it resulted in heartbreak, and it resulted almost in a tower moment. We don't see a tower card here, but that's what it reminds me of. It wasn't easy. Okay, so now let's go ahead and see, what are they holding on to when it comes to you or the relationship? Let's take a look at that energy. All right, what do we need to know here, Scorpio? The person that you're thinking about for this reading, what are they holding on to when it comes to you and the relationship? So yeah, infidelity, trust issues, third parties, that could have all been the case for some of you guys. Flirtatious, seductive, promiscuous, on the prowl. Exactly. So this was somebody who really wasn't looking to settle down. They wanted to play the field. All right, what else for Scorpio? What are they holding on to when it comes to you or this relationship? So they know. I mean, if they were responsible for being deceptive, for third-party involvements, you know, flirting with temptations, rather than really giving their all or committing to the partnership, that there's a part of them that realizes this, and they are holding on to that thought and that experience because they more than likely created the drama there. What else? Closure, releasing the past, moving on. Ooh, peace. I have a feeling here that this person is struggling to find closure when it comes to the two of you. They haven't had closure. They want it because it hurts pretty bad to not have you in their life, I feel. Especially knowing that they are responsible for where things have gone. Because they're more than likely holding on to the past and what happened between the two of you, they're unable to deal with it and just releasing it and moving on. So for them, person that's coming through for this reading, there is no closure. Haven't had any closure. Trust. There were certainly trust issues based off of what we've seen. And ultimately, they know that what you need from them is honest communication, for them to be a dependable partner, to be somebody that can be relied on. But they were unreliable. They created trust issues in the partnership. And that's something that they're holding onto because they know that they did not offer that in the partnership, not the way that they should have. Bottom of the deck, we have passion. Intense desire, sensual, erotic. I mean, we are not disputing the intense physical connection and the passion that you guys have shared. And maybe now that you guys are in separation, they still think about that and can't seem to let it go, can't seem to forget about that. So let's go ahead and see what else we can learn here. So let's grab some words here. For Scorpio, what are they holding on to when it comes to you or the relationship? The memories, the inability to let go. And maybe there's still a part of them that tends to lean on the flirtatious, promiscuous side, you know? So they might truly still recognize within themselves that they can't come towards you perhaps being fully open and honest. And I feel for Scorpio, there's just no way that you would want them back if that's what they're bringing towards you. I feel you'd pick that up real quick. Let's see. But that won't apply to everybody, you know. My unwavering, unconditional love belongs to you. Okay. Clearly, they still have love for you, Scorpio. But I do feel that when you guys were together and had all the drama going on, that their love was not coming through in this way. But it does now. You know, it is coming through in a very different energy. And bottom card, we see our last words haunt me endlessly. Because of all the unspoken words that remain, what I'd give to hear your voice again. I mean, that speaks for itself. They're holding on to that last conversation that you guys shared. So whatever you said, it still lingers in their mind. It could have certainly been some pretty cutting words. Very difficult conversations. And here's the clarity with the Ace of Swords. I feel that they've had so much clarity since you guys have been separated. But I'm also feeling at this point, they know their weaknesses and they know their strengths. they know the role that they played in the breakup and the separation. They know what it is that they need to get rid of. They need to know what it is to walk away from or to cut out in order for you guys to work. And if it was third-party involvement, if it's other people that they were flirting with, it could have been more than one connection. You know, with the Ace of Swords coming through, hopefully they've already cut that out and just focusing on you. And again, Scorpio, if this comes back into your life, you're going to know. You're going to pick it up real quick what their intentions are. You're on high alert when it comes to this person. I feel that they hold on to the happier times, the happier memories that you guys have shared together, rather than the painful experience, because it hurts too much to keep going there. So they perhaps fantasize about what life would be like if you guys could just try again. And that makes them happy. It uplifts them, even if it is just a fantasy. Look at that Knight of Wands. It goes together with the flirtatious card right here. You know, again, promiscuous, on the prowl, flirtatious, seductive. Knight of Wands is typically non-committal. You know, the passion could certainly be there. They could be a very passionate lover. Absolutely. You know, you would have a lot of fun with this individual. Or you have had a lot of fun with this individual. But the problem is, they're having a lot of fun with you as well as other people. They're not exclusive with you. And that perhaps was a very hard, you know, it was just a very difficult, hard lesson. A hard pill to swallow. Yeah, and then we've got the Five of Swords. Conflict indeed. They were too busy sneaking around, you know, just keeping you in the dark, perhaps. And so now this last conversation that we're seeing here, it, as it says, continues to haunt them to this day. They just had way too many temptations. Exactly. You know, part of their behavior, their obsessiveness could have been towards other people. You know, they might have been so comfortable with you and the connection that they could have been very careless, unfortunately. You could have been dealing with a Capricorn here. We have Leo coming through as well with the Sun. Yeah, this person, unfortunately, they were in that devil energy and entertained whatever these temptations were. Lines were definitely crossed here. And they know this. So they're really unable to release what they've done. You know, it's that guilty conscience, perhaps, that they're still holding on to what happened. And it just gets to be too much. And so during those moments of clarity where they really try to just move on and have closure, they can't do it, you know? I feel they struggle with that. So the next question we were going to take a look at for this reading is there a chance for reconciliation? But I'm feeling, based off of what we are seeing, the majority of you guys would be thinking no. It's like I'm really not interested in reconnecting with somebody that has hurt me so deeply. You know, it makes no sense. So let's go ahead and take a look at it anyway. For those of you who would be open to reconnecting with somebody that you are in separation from. All right, let's see. Because everybody's got their own free will to decide, right? So even though this reading is directing most of you to not even entertain this person if they don't have the best of intentions, there could be some of you who need to be able to see this person again, even if it is just to get closure. So not necessarily a reconciliation, but at least a chance to have a discussion to just knock out all that unfinished business and finally find peace in your heart. Yep, look, love language, social media, text, calls, and dating. This person, Scorpio, will find a way to reach out. They will reach out. We have quite a few cards coming through here. Okay, we have eternal. We've got letter, so there's another form of communication there. We have dice. This is what I'm getting, Scorpio, regardless of where you guys are at on this journey right now, this person, they're going to take a gamble on this. They're going to go for it, meaning that they're going to find a way to reach out. That does not guarantee a reconciliation or a reunion, or that you would even want to talk to them, but they might find a way to reach out. Wow, look at that time frame. It's time to let this go. So this could even be speaking to this person through this reading and not so much you, the viewer. You know, if they're still wanting to communicate, but you know in your heart of hearts that you're not interested, then they need to let go of the idea that you guys can come back together, because as we've already seen, they're holding on to a lot of stuff, including the memories that you guys have shared, you know? So let's go ahead and clarify this. Wow, look at that. Too many conflicts. It makes sense, guys. Too many conflicts. Too many barriers standing in the way. But that doesn't stop them from wanting to, you know, try to have a new beginning. And it's interesting, this card literally says risk and gamble, future, change, taking a leap of faith. And we have the Fool. Take a leap of faith. Because perhaps what they're wanting to offer for some of you guys is the chance to recommit. I'm feeling for some of you, though, that you've been through so much with this person. Could have started off as a wonderful connection, you know, just like a beautiful dream, and it turned into a nightmare. Yeah. That's the story, guys. That's the way it's coming through here. Too many options, too many choices, too many temptations, cheating, infidelity, and it created a tower. And for some of you guys, it's just not worth returning. It's not worth it to go back. But they continue to think about it. You know, they continue to hold on to the memories that you guys have shared. So it could be a fantasy of theirs to manifest you back into their life, but it's not going to happen, at least the way it's coming through here. If you resonate with this, Scorpio, more than likely, this person coming through in this reading, you're not going to want that reconciliation. I feel you've done too much work on yourself and you're now too empowered. You've grown too much to even allow yourself to go back or take this person back. So it's not a happy ending for them, but it's a new beginning for you in order to be able to manifest a new chapter in love for yourself. All right, Scorpio, so that is where I'm guided to end your reading. I do hope that it brought you closure somehow, or to be able to guide you through this connection the way it's coming through here. I wish you the best. I do hope that you're able to heal from this and move on from it. Maybe at this point you're in a much better place. And as it clearly says, it's time to let this one go, because there's something and someone way better suited for you. All right, guys, so if you're interested in your own reading, I'd love to be able to do that for you. That's down below in the description box. I'll of course include the link to all of the decks that you see here. Thank you so very much, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.